If you go to Philippians chapter 3, verses 12 and verse 13 and verse 14, you'll see something very interesting that's there, and time will not allow us to dig into it this morning, but I would love to at some point. And the reason I say that is that's why Paul says, one thing is I'm not already perfected, but I'm on the road, forgetting the things that are behind and pressing forward to the things that are ahead. And Paul had this great trophy case of Jewish thought and of Jewish life, and he left it all behind. Do you know why so many Christians are stopped on the road and so many Christians don't move on the road? Because they're too concentrated on the past than they are on their future. We cannot go back and change anything in the past. We can't. We can't do it. We have more people saying, I regret, or I should have, or if I could go back. We need more Christians saying, I will. Stop the past language. We can't do anything about that. I wish I could go back and I wish I could change words that I said 20 years ago, 30 years ago, last week. You can't go back and change that. We can't do that. And Paul says, I forget those things that are behind. Remember, he tells Timothy, he says, I'm the chief of sinners. We focus so much on the past that what we do, that's why we slow down, that's why we stop on the road, and that's why people get off the road. Remember where Jesus says nobody who puts his hand to the plow and turns back is fit for the kingdom of heaven? Because so many people are worried about what happened in 1900 and none of our business, or 2000 and none of our business. Our business is the future. Our business is to progress this life with hope. In 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 58, two more scriptures and the lesson is yours. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 58, the Bible says that, go back to chapter 15. I wish we had time. Go back to chapter 15, and what you find out is that we are to continue to press on, knowing that our labor in the Lord is not in vain. That's why Paul can write in Galatians chapter 6 that you need to keep pressing on. You need to keep moving. That you've planted that seed. Don't grow weary while doing good, for in due season you're going to reap if you don't faint. That's why he's able to say that. But what happens is sometimes on this road, we will go back to that chart earlier, we will let the physical, the mental, and the emotional overtake the spiritual,